where? Now where? And you're lost, destitute, looking lonely and shot. Can't even believe what happened to you. Get your game up.
No chains, no rules, no safe words. This is Unbounded with Christopher Allen.
And welcome to the Unbounded podcast. This is the podcast with no chains, no rules, no safe words. I'm your host, Christopher Allen. Welcome to your Monday. As always, this show is sponsored by J. Johnson Value Auto Care. Link in the description below. And Drinking Days Custom Homebrew Booze link also in the description below. Well, hope you had a good weekend because we're hitting you hard this time. We hit you kind of hard every time. That's what the show's all about. So, I put out another topic online. This one pertains to what is known as guy code. There's guy code and girl code. I wanted to know, what do you feel are the rules to guy code? Have they ever been broken in your life? Have you ever broken guy code? This one is strictly for the fellas. Ladies, we gonna get to you, believe that. One thing I noticed, even as some comments were rolling in, was the nature of some of the comments. One was a little bit of confusion, and that's okay. Kind of, just about the topic in general. But I got an overarching sense that, and this is why I love this show, that there were a lot of guys who were seeing the post that I put out there, and they were like, nah, bruh, nah, you're going too far this time, Chris. You're going this, it's too far, too much. I'm not outing myself that I broke guy code. Who do you think I am? I gotta stay woke. You think I'm outing myself to you on a public forum? Hell to the no. And I can respect that. But also, you're not living unbounded, and I need you to do better. But I did get some comments, so let me just kind of touch on the reason I put this out there. There have been situations in which I felt like something happened, and I'm like, ain't that against bro code? Like, ain't you not supposed to do that? For example, I had a situation where I was dating a girl. We had a fight. We were kind of known to break up, make up, and do that sort of weird dynamic. But there was one time where we broke up. We had a fight. We broke up. And my girlfriend at the time was a mutual friend of a buddy of mine. That's actually how I met her, was through him. And I wouldn't answer my phone. I shut my phone off. I was like, done with you, you stupid ass girl. But I was over it. And turned my phone off. I was not dealing with her that night. She then calls my friend and ends up at his house. I guess he said to her, oh, come on, baby, come over here now. Okay, we could talk about it, or whatever, just come over here, we'll chat about it, we'll make sense of up and down. The one thing led to another, they end up sleeping together. Ain't that against bro code? And it was that specific situation that shaped kind of how I view bro code nowadays. Here's how I view it. So, let's say, scenario, me and my two male buddies, we see a girl. Homeboy number one starts talking to the girl. They hit it off. They end up hooking up. Now, let's say 2 weeks later, the girl is vibing with all of us. Let's say we met her at the club. She was vibing with all of us, met all of us. But that particular night, she ended up, in bed with homeboy number one. Cool. Kudos, homeboy number one. No doubt. Let's say then 2 weeks later, we all hang out again. No, not even all of us hanging out. Let's say we all exchange numbers that night. Let's say I hit her up. And I'm like, hey, girl, what you doing tonight? I'm kind of bored, I'm chilling. So we have drinks at my house. We kicking back, vibing, watching some comedy movies, whatever. We end up hooking up. Is that against bro code? Because, see, I was told that if the homie smash, the other homie should not smash. But remember back to my situation that I said, because that shaped my view. What that told me is that behavior is okay. So now fast forward to 2019, and I'm being told, oh, that should have never happened. That was fucked up. That was messed up, and your homie shouldn't have done that to you. Which I can understand, but at the same time, me and this girl were broken up. Literally, we were broken up. However, does that give him grounds to do what he did? See what I mean? See my predicament? There's some of you out there like, Chris, that's not a predicament at all. This is so black and white. And those are the people I wanted to comment. But those are the people who didn't want to out themselves about breaking bro code, because I knew who some of them were and they weren't speaking. I see you though. I sees you with all four of my eyes, with my looking ass. That's okay. But no, like situations like that, I wonder, is that really against bro code? If I slept with with a girl, the same girl that my homie slept with 2 weeks ago, and I can hear all the girls, bro code or not, it doesn't matter what bro code is, what it makes you is fucking nasty, Christopher Allen. If she been putting your dick in another girl that your homeboy put it, that's nasty. You gonna get something. You gonna be itching and scratching. I can't even eat it. You so gross. Calm down. Calm down. That's not even the discussion we having tonight. So, and pardon my nose. This weather changing has got me messed up out here in these streets. So, that, kind of brings me to some of the comments that I thought were interesting. Marquise said that really with the way that society works, it's only bro code with true friends. So I think what he means by that is like not just people that are associates. So like if we go back like 2 flats on a Cadillac, there may be more stringent rules, to who you can sleep with, because it's like a respect thing, which I understand that completely too. But I felt like in this particular situation that I outlined that happened to me in my real life, I felt like the respect was thrown out the window. So I said, okay, bro code, there's no rules to this. Like, if you have an opportunity to get some, get some. Another, and we're gonna get real deep. Another element of bro code that I will admit I've broken. I don't even know what to call this. I guess I was a bit of a homebreaker. I don't know. There have been in my lifetimes where it's like, okay, my homie was dating this chick. She was mad at him. She come to me talking about him. I'm being a friend. I'm like, all right, cool, hey, I give my advice or whatever. Things lead to things. So it's like, what happened to me all those years back, I've also been on the other side of it. And personally, I have a bit of a mind about me to, and I'm not saying that I was super pissed about the fact that it happened to me, because, things happen. But the way that I saw it was, okay, if the man ain't holding it down in his camp, then somebody else then has room to come and creep in, fucking snatch. And I wasn't holding it down with my girl at the time. And so my homie had the opportunity to come in and make the steal. It's part of the game. Just like I had the opportunity to come in and make the steal. Homies, fellas, players, listen to me when I say this. Hold it down at home, because you don't want them sly ones coming in, snakes in the tall grass. Nah, they got you. Didn't even see that. Out of nowhere. And you're lost, destitute, looking lonely and shot. Can't even believe what happened to you. Get your game up. So then, let's see, get to, yeah, there's a meme that was going around. Remember when I said there were guys that were watching the status, but they weren't commenting because they didn't want to out themselves? This is who those guys were. They were those guys from Family Feud. Oh, that's funny. Kaylee says, well, thinking back to the past reminds me of a lot of instances of wife swapping, homie hopping, and all around no fucks given when it came to who was fucking who. So, she said, but that's not being spoken about either. Hope you're going to speak about it. So, full disclosure, I can admit, I come from my personal group of friends. This is just me. I can't speak for everybody. We come from a bit of a group where, yeah, we done slept with each other. A lot of us. Like, that's just kind of how it has been up until, and it's slowed down. This used to be really, really rampant from, I'd say, God, 05 to 2015. So about 10 years of just the group just sleeping with each other, because it's like, I would sleep with one girl and then we'd have a falling out or whatever, or something else would happen and I'd jump to another girl. We messed with who was close to us. And part of the reason for this was because most of these years were before Tinder, Bundle. What is this? Fucking Spectrum cable. We're bundling now. Tinder, Bumble, sponsor us, Bumble. What's the other dating app? There's Hinge. Does anybody even use Hinge? But this is before the prevalence of all those dating apps. So we felt, or at least I felt, that my only choice was to date and sleep with who was close to me. So if something didn't work out with my female friend who I was dating or messing with, okay, it falls apart. I find the next closest friend and see if I can make it work with them. Because I was not going to go stand out in the food court at the mall and be like, hey, anybody want to holler at me? Anybody want to holler at me? Ha, ha, ha. Holler for $1. Anybody want to holler at me? Let me holler at you. How about you holler at me? That just wasn't going to happen. Stupid. But, focus. Christopher. Let's see. So basically, once I clarified what I was looking for, if a guy and a girl are dating, they have a fight, I outline everything that I explained at the top of the show. And I feel like it's one of those things where men have a code to govern how you handle that situation. Another situation in which bro code has come into play is what's called the wingman situation, the alley-oop. So if I'm out with let me tell you what I would do. This is why you can't let me be a wingman. All right, so let's say I'm me and I go out with my homie, and my homie meets a girl at the bar. We just went out for bros night. We just have some beers and chilling. Girl starts talking to my homie. There's a lot of bro code rules that would say, yo, I need to put him on. I need to alley-oop from a boy because she started talking to him, not me. The way I view that is, okay, I could see it that way. Yes, she started talking to him, but that's because she ain't heard from me yet. So what I end up doing is it then becomes a flirt competition. And, we all, just doing our thing. And especially if I know my friend ain't funny, kill shot, it's over. Over Shakova. Because I'm going to beat you in that one every time. I'm riffing off jokes. The next thing you know, the gravity shifts. Now, there are a lot of men whose heads are exploding right now. Like, bro, put me on. Help me. Help me. Now, the way I see it, if we both single and we both at a bar and a girl starts talking to you, and I like what I see too, we about to fight it out for this one. That's just the way it goes. May the strongest man win. May the better man survive. And if you beat me, cool. I'm gonna congratulate you, dap you up, no doubt. Good effort. And I would hope the same in return. There's a lot of people because I can feel y'all mad, but that's okay. Because, and I kind of want to hear from some of the ladies as to how, because from what I understand with ladies, with girl code, if your girlfriend if a guy starts talking to her, you don't swoop in and try to get him. Because that's apparently frowned upon with girl code. Also with guy code a little bit too. But this is my code. Based on some of the I've been through that has led me to feel that there are no rules. You throw the whole rule book out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how you feel. You got to go for yours because ain't nobody going to do it for you. Because you could be missing out on somebody who is really worth your time. What if you didn't fight? And then that could have been your wife walking away. Walking away with some dude that you know ain't gonna cut it. You gotta step up. So Logan says, what if your friend has owed you $20 for a while, didn't pay you back, and him and his girl just broke up? Because this happened to me. So I slept with his ex, never told him, and told him to keep the $20 and not to worry about paying me back. Is it wrong? Maybe. But I couldn't deny that girl an opportunity to get a piece of this. I can't, Logan. I can't. And Ben said on the same night, as far as what I said about my friend sleeping with my ex, the same night that we broke up, he says that's wrong on so many levels. But maybe after a little bit of time, I don't see a problem with it. This is another thing that I hear too, the time clause. But what is time? How much time must elapse? Because depending on how long the relationship was in the first place, how close you and the homie are, there's all kinds of different rules. And are you really gonna go to your homie and say, listen, dog, let me holler at you. Listen, first of all, I just want to say that I'm very sorry for everything that's happened to you. I understand you're going through a lot. You and Rachel broke up, and I'm here for you, man. I want to let you know that I'm. Don't cry. Don't cry. Sorry, we'll wipe those tears away. But I had a serious question, man. Serious question. How long do you think it's going to take for you to get over this? Because I really want to bang her. Like, dog, she's so hot. Like, are you really about to say that to your bro? Are you? Are you? And if you are, comment below and tell me how you would phrase that, because I want to know. Ron says, I don't believe in guy or girl or bro or dude code, whatever you want to call it. It's like this. There are ethics. It's a simple right and wrong. Everyone's moral compass is different. However, there should not be a need for a code to govern grown human beings to act right. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and any individual's choice to live, act, speak, or do any action is on them. This follows the same sheep mentality that acting right or treating someone right should be acknowledged or rewarded. Not just being a decent human being should be something that everyone has a sense of obligation to do naturally. Can't disagree with that. It is a right and wrong thing. And I will admit that my personal interpretation of these codes has evolved over time. There's a bit of immaturity in some of it. I understand. God ain't through with me yet. But yeah, you can't argue that right is right and wrong is wrong. But because the way I look at it is, if a girl is not happy in her relationship with her man, yes, she needs to break up with him. She needs to talk to him about that. But at the same time, it's like, damn, homie, why is you not holding it down at the house? And because I think I'd realistically do is, talk to my homie about, they were like, listen, like, dog, and I wouldn't out his girl. Like, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, your girl told me she feels this type of way. That's a conversation they need to have. But what I would say is something to the effect of, hey man, are you and Rachel okay? And like, oh yeah, we're good. What's up? Well, I don't know. I just get this weird vibe. Like, I feel like Rachel's kind of been acting a little different. And maybe it's just me. She seems a little standoffish. Such and such and such. That's me giving you a chance to fix what you gotta fix before your girl come running to somebody else or me for some sexual healing. Trying to help you, player. I can feel how mad y'all are. I love it. Oh man, what a time to be alive. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments section. React. Tell me what you're thinking. And this has been the Unbounded podcast. I am Christopher Allen. As always, sponsored by J. Johnson Value Auto Care. Link in the description below. And Drinking Days Custom Home Brew Booze. Yeah. Get your oil changed. Get your car working on. Get you some good, real, fresh brewed liquor. That's stuff from the ABC store or the package store or your local B&J spirit store. Nah. I mean, you can keep drinking that Burnett's if you want to. But this right here, top of the line, my dude. Top of the line. And it might even help you follow the code better. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.